First Lady Melania and the rest of the Trump clan have been mercilessly trawled on social media for their Martin Luther King Day posts just days after the president's comments about immigrants. Melania and her husband's three eldest children, Ivanka, Don Jr. and Eric, all took to Twitter Monday to post tributes in honor of the late civil rights leader. But those left reeling after Trump's comments last week, when he expressed a preference for immigrants from countries like Norway, have since questioned the family members' posts, as they called for equality and justice. It started around the same time the president was arriving at his Florida golf club. Eric Trump tweeted, "Happy. Hope you all have a wonderful day." His post accompanied a photo of King with a transcript of his famous speech with the words, "If you can't walk, then crawl, but whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward." One Twitter user wrote an extra line for King's speech, saying, "In order to eradicate the world of people like Eric Trump." Another person responded, "I don't know. It really doesn't have the same meaning coming from you. Huh? Kinda like an atheist wishing me Merry Christmas. You too, son of a monster." "This is probably your first time mentioning his name," someone else hit back, while another wrote, "MLK would be ashamed of your family." Another Trump trying to appease the country with their fake honoring of MLK. "We all know you don't give a damn about the black community or anything MLK stood for. In fact, your racist father is trying to take America back to where it was before Dr. King made it what it became," one user commented. The First Lady said in her tweet that the U.S. continually strives for equality and justice nearly 50 years after King's assassination. "Today we honor Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and his service to this great country. I am honored to be First Lady of a nation that continually strives for equality and justice for all," Mrs. Trump wrote. The response was instant as Twitter users questioned whether Melania has spoken to Trump about her views. "You might want to talk to your husband about equality and justice for all," one person tweeted. Another wrote, "Surely you can understand how empty your words appear when the current president acts with such blatant disregard toward people of color and diversity. Such a nice sentiment. If only you weren't married to a POTUS who is racist, and actively working to keep inequality and injustice alive and well in this country," someone else tweeted. Ivanka tweeted, "Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was one of the world's great heroes. Today we honor his profound life and legacy." The backlash against her was swift. "He would have hated your family," one person tweeted. Another asked Ivanka to remove her tweet, "I'm gonna need you to remove this tweet. You and your family are exactly who MLK and other civil rights heroes fought against. Please do not quote Martin Luther King today if you were silent about Donald Trump's racism last week," one user wrote. Another tweeted, "You may want to remind your dad to honor MLK instead of tweeting about himself before heading out to the golf course. Until you actively condemn your father's words and actions, you are complicit. You don't get to play both sides." Donald Jr. posted a photo of himself with MLK's niece Alveda King. He was called out for his choice of wording, which suggested that the late King himself was a Trump supporter. "This picture brings back fond memories of when I had the honor of campaigning with Alveda King, niece of the great and amazing Trump supporter," he wrote. One person hit back, "The weird way he wrote this suggests he thinks Martin Luther King was an amazing Trump supporter. When MLK said 'I have a dream,' it wasn't your father he envisioned," another wrote. Another wrote, "This picture bring back. Is this full English or your own version of Trumplish?" The trolling comes after Trump made headlines last Thursday when he lashed out in a meeting with lawmakers about immigration reform, demanding to know why the U.S. should accept citizens from what he called "full countries." He was speaking about people from Haiti, El Salvador and various African nations, people briefed on the meeting told The Washington Post. "Why are we having all these people from full countries come here?" Trump said. "Why do we need more Haitians? Take them out." Trump spent the weekend denying he made the comments and clearing his name. The eldest son of Martin Luther King Jr. called out Trump over the comments on Monday in Washington, D.C. Please subscribe channel. Thank you for watching.